Hey, friends, welcome back to another One Sip, One Tip. Have you ever noticed that some things are worth being tired for? I just got back from a road trip with some friends, and by the time I got home, I was completely exhausted. Not, I need one good night's sleep exhausted, more like I think I need an entire weekend to recover. And that's why you're hearing this on Sunday. I had so much brain fog, I couldn't think or edit. So basically, I gave myself some time. And actually, I gave myself the entire weekend. And this is now coming to you on Sunday when it was supposed to be ready Friday. After sitting with it for a couple days, I realized the lesson was really for me all along. My realization is this: there really are different kinds of tired, aren't there? There's tired that comes from stress. There's a tired that comes from carrying things you were never meant to carry. The tired that leaves you just feeling empty. But then there's another kind. The kind that comes after laughing really hard, after having great conversations, after spending time with people you love, and after living a story you'll remember years from now. And out of all the things we did and people we saw and places we visited, it was the moments that were unplanned that left a little bit of a lasting memory. Because it was one of those moments we were all exhausted and we just let the next moment flow. We walked into a restaurant and actually, come to think about it, it was actually a bar. As we walked in, though, it had a sign saying, "No alcohol served on Sundays." And this place was really cool looking. It was a log cabin, like old school. You could almost see through the walls. But the best part was you could tell this place was well loved. There were a lot of guests coming in and out to eat. And I know this place, if the walls could talk, they would have stories because I'm sure this place was packed a lot of the time and lots of stories to be had there. I mean, it was just a fun location. So we looked at the menu and obviously decided to sit down and eat. We had darts to play with. We had a puzzle on our table that apparently nobody's ever solved. So that was a challenge we all took and kept passing on along to the next person to try. And then it would go back to another person. So that was interesting for itself. The couch was comfortable. The place just was very inviting and you just wanted to stay a while. So that's exactly what we did. Keep in mind, before this, we went through the underground of the Red River Gorge. Basically, it's a limestone mine that was flooded, like acres and acres of caverns and tunnels. So it was super cool. We did a boat tour through this and learned a ton. Um, and then after, we were like, let's go for a hike. So we went for a hike. And of course, by the time we were done, we were ready to eat. And that's how we ended up in Skybridge Station. So by the time our food came out, I gotta tell y'all, I was really happy, and I think everyone else was too. But I will say, I think I won on the food choice. I got a burger, and I'm gonna tell you, it was like the size of my head, but it was so good because your girl can eat. And after we were done eating, we knew we needed a photo op. So we essentially made a band. And our band name is Skybridge Station. And we are very versatile with many different talents. So let's just see what happens with us. But it's just funny because out of everything we did that was planned, that is another memory I'll carry with me. And it's not because anyone planned it. It just happened. And I think that's what made me start asking the bigger question. What actually makes life feel full? Because when I got home, my body was exhausted. And I'd say my brain too. My heart wasn't. My heart felt incredibly alive. And I realized the things that leave me physically tired are often the very things that make me spiritually alive. And for me, it was a 5-day road trip. So, in the middle of it all, me and my friend Marina actually got a room at the Marriott because, well, I think we just needed a break. And it felt like we were both getting a little delirious and just needing to step away. So, we did just that. We got a room, we got food, we settled in. And honestly, I will tell you, I got delirious, like so tired. I'm laughing, giggling about something I don't even know is funny. And Marina was looking at me like I was crazy. Probably was at the moment, but I just think it's so funny. In those moments, like I just needed a shutdown, right? So, shout out to the Marriott for providing us with a place to just turn off. And looking back, I don't think I needed another activity that night. I needed a moment to just breathe, to laugh, to slow down. And honestly, that makes me think of Sabbath. And that's what it really is. Granted, I didn't have the whole day, but I definitely needed that night. I wasn't running away from the group or life, but I just slowed down enough to receive. I started thinking about Jesus. He regularly stepped away. He rested. He prayed. Not because people weren't worth loving, but because loving people requires something to pour from. Rest wasn't taking him away from his purpose. It prepared him to return to it. And maybe that's what rest is for us too. Not something we earn after we poured ourselves out, but something that allows us to keep pouring into the things that matter most. So this week, I'm reminded that the goal isn't to build a life where we're never tired. It's to build a life that's worth resting for. Because if I'm exhausted from laughing with friends, from building a community of people, from having conversations that matter, to making memories, and from loving people well, I'll take that kind of tired every single time. So here's your one sip, one tip. The next time you find yourself exhausted, don't just ask yourself, how tired are you? Ask yourself, what am I tired from? Because some things simply drain us, but some things fill us, even while they empty us. So protect your rest, not so you can escape your life, but so you can return to it with something left to give. Take what you need, leave what you don't, and I'll meet you right back here next week. Actually, this week, for another sip.